underperformed. But Yellow Jacket would be the strongest for me.
Let's go and join Stuart Machin for race 1.
They're off. We get underway here at Huntingdon this afternoon. 2 miles ahead of them, and Flamelco and Calcas, who's in the cheek pieces, lead them at the first fence. Watching the rest over neatly enough, with Ferrybridge the early back marker. So into the first turn they go, and Calcas just shading the advantage against the running rail, but Flamelco, who wasn't quite as quick as that rival through the air at the first, is quickly moving up to rejoin him, and they race on by 2 or 3 lengths to Pep Talking in the brown and orange, who tracks the pace, and then the white-faced Yellow Jacket, who's dropped into 4th ahead of a pair of greys, Torrent de Mott with the striped cap, the plain yellow cap for Dunamino, and racing at the back of the field a further couple of lengths away is Ferrybridge, as they turn on in to face just 2 fences up the home straight this afternoon, 2 plain fences before the judge. Calcas and Flamelco, the leading duo, rising, and Flamelco jumping a little out to his left, forfeiting ground as a consequence, but he's quickly back up sides. Calcas, as they bear down on the third, more markedly out to his left there, Flamelco. Pep Talking, meanwhile, hops over in 3rd place, just in advance of Yellow Jacket and Torrent de Mott. Dunamino, the second of the greys, is last but 1, and Ferrybridge under Lily Pinchin remains at the tail. The whistles sound and the checkered flags are out to indicate that the next 2 fences will be bypassed. They're out of commission this afternoon, so a long run before they have to leave the ground at the first of the fences over on the far side of the course. Calcas and Flamelco continue to push the pace along, and given that Flamelco's been jumping markedly to his left, the absence of those 2 fences probably hasn't hindered his chance. Into this right hand of the leading pair goes. Still about 3 lengths ahead of Pep Talking, and then Yellow Jacket from Torrent de Mott, Dunamino and Ferrybridge on the inner. The order is largely unchanged, pretty much as they have been from the outset, as they head to the first of the fences over on the far side. Flamelco racing on the far side of Calcas. Flamelco just shaded the lead on that occasion, rest over neatly enough. Now the smallest fence on the course comes up fairly swiftly. Flamelco, Calcas not so good there. Pep Talking remains in 3rd ahead of Yellow Jacket, Torrent de Mott, couple of lengths Dunamino, and then Ferrybridge. Heading towards the midpoint over on the far side, they've gone well through halfway, and Flamelco now has a lead of a length. Jumps a little out to his left, but over soundly enough. And now they move on towards the open ditch. This is 4 out. Flamelco. Calcas on his outer. Again, Flamelco going left. And that was a more serious error. And Niall Houlihan briefly was in all sorts of trouble. It looked as though he might go out the saddle altogether. He lost his irons, but very quickly he's got them back on Flamelco. Calcas has been handed a lead of 4 lengths. It's hard work for him to maintain it, but that was a smart piece of jockeyship from Niall Houlihan to get his irons back so quickly. He could so easily have gone out the side door there. But it's still very much up for grabs, with all 7 in with some sort of a chance as they run on down the side of the course. Calcas working hard. Flamelco, despite that error, Pinksley is driven up. Pep Talking travels at this stage in the brown and orange. In behind, Yellow Jacket is trying to force his white face in amongst horses. Dunamino, the grey, is circling them, and Ferrybridge in the dark blue and yellow is getting into it quite smoothly. Only really Torrent de Mott, who's now out of it. He's struggling, though very quickly Calcas is on the retreat, and they are beginning to thin out, and Pep Talking has moved through to take over. 1 from the right, but on the extreme right, Ferrybridge is being finessed into it by Lily Pinchin. Here's the second last. Pep Talking over Ferrybridge. Yellow Jacket in 3rd. Again, Flamelco jumping out to his left. He's got no more to offer. Nothing more in behind either from Dunamino, and Pep Talking led over the last by a couple of lengths. Yellow Jacket in the black and white is giving chase, and then Ferrybridge halfway up the run-in. Pep Talking with a 3-length advantage. Within behind, Yellow Jacket and Ferrybridge, and Pep Talking being driven out by James Davis to make sure it's staying on powerfully here for Paul Webber and the Pep partnership. Close for second between Yellow Jacket and Ferrybridge. Neither any match for Pep Talking. Dunamino back in 4th.